Well, there's no news like good news. God. Of course, I say that sarcastically. I came across this. I'm just looking through the news to see how Hillary's doing and with her health, and that she had to skip her speech, and rumor of Kane taking over. Oh, but it says this is all propaganda. This is oh, I'm sorry. I'm kind of geared up a little bit, and I'm just having my morning coffee. Woke up a little bit earlier. But anyway, it says NPR station publishes anti-Trump comic for teachers, children to use in class. Yeah, isn't that great? This is what communism did. This is what Lenin did, Stalin, Mao, that's in China. Oh, and Hitler. Marxism. And just that's all it is. And especially I look at World War II and Hitler. I mean, Hillary really wants this. Well, actually, the globalists really want her to have this, but I mean, fear of foreigners. And it goes on to say San Francisco Bay NPR affiliate KQED has published a comic book guide to Donald Trump's immigration policy aimed at students, which is titled Fear of Foreigners. Oh, God. Sounds like something from the 50s. And cast Trump, as it makes it sound like he's Nosferatu or something like that, as part of the history of nativism in America. Ooh, of course there needs to be an immigration policy, for God's sake. Every country needs one. I was watching a Mark Dice video last night, and there was a Mexican kid. Had a very thick accent, so I don't know if he was here legally or illegally. I don't know. But what he was saying, his message, was saying, kill Donald Trump. And if you go to a Donald Trump rally, he goes, either set off a bomb or start a mass shooting. That is horrible. Maybe we should have a fear of foreigners. But anyway, it goes on. The comic book slideshow illustrated by Andy Warner is part of KQED series The Lowdown, described by the station as connecting newsroom to classroom. Yeah, that's all we need. And is presented among the lesson plans and education guides for teachers to use. Let that sink in a little bit. Presented among lesson plans and education guides for teachers to use on your own children. If you can homeschool, homeschool. But anyway, if you don't believe that this actually exists, here, let me show you. Okay, here's their website, The Lowdown, connecting newsroom to classroom. But here it is, Fear of Foreigners, a cartoon history of nativism in America. Oh, jeez. Here we go, and it goes on with the article about how Donald Trump is such a bad guy. Yeah, he has emails he lied about and blowing stuff up, but here, Fear of Foreigners, I told you. This is a real website. But I'm going through this, and I'm looking. And if they had this about Ronald Reagan, I would have been laughing. Because I was a teenager. And I saw what Carter did to my mom and my dad, and they lost their business and all that, and we had to sell a lot of our stuff and our house. And it caused their divorce. But this is how they're getting to your kids. This is all propaganda. I mean, all of it's just propaganda. I'm just scrolling down the page, just giving you guys a look at what this really is, and this is what they're feeding your kids. And I've got 2 granddaughters of my own, and it's ridiculous. This is just, Donald Trump wasn't even alive during these times. So I'm just like, they're feeding your kids a bunch of propaganda and lies. And when I was young, even a kid, just a kid in the 70s, starting school, they didn't do this kind of crap. I mean, they taught it to teenagers, but I mean, not little kids. And this is actually real. So anyway, I just thought, I came across this and I thought I'd just share it with you. Just leave your opinions and tell me what you think, please like and subscribe, and just leave a comment, because this is concerning your kids. But anyway, I gotta get going and get ready. But you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you see this.